Okay, in this portion, we will see what is there in the code book. We'll just go through this one. Okay, so what are the things they are covered? This is for fire and life safety, part 4 in the code book. Okay, so in the beginning, they will give the definitions, scope of that one. Okay, can go through a lot of definitions, small downcomer, dry riser. We have covered in the PPTs, we have covered in the videos. So, detailed definitions have been given. Okay, so now all the things are given. So can you understand this fire resistance rating? Very, very important. The time that a material, very important term, the time that a material or construction will withstand the standard fire exposure, will withstand the fire as determined by fire test. So how much time it is withstanding, okay, that is called as it's a fire resistance rating. 1 hour, 2 hour, like that it is there. Okay, floor to area ratio, that is okay. So horizontal exit, so like that they are giving the lot of definitions, you can go through that one. Okay, so again here also they have mentioned the classification of the building. So we will see what are the important points. So these are all just explaining about the type of buildings. Now here you can see the minimum, this table, fire resistance rating table. This is one first number table for structural and non-structural. So here they have given type of structure, type 1, type 2, type 3. These are the newly constructed. They are little bit old. So foremost old means they are not almost gone cases. Okay. So here what is this? Exterior walls. Here what is happening? Fire separation. Okay, so fire separation less than 3.7 meter means what? For this type of walls, maybe bearing, maybe non-bearing. So minimum fire rating should be 4 hours. So here it is 2 hours. So all these are what? Fire rating hours, fire resistance hours. For this type of construction, these are the different things. So these are the different parts mentioned here. Exterior walls, fire resisting walls, fire suppression walls. This is not important. Okay, for your exam point of view, I will tell the, which one is there. This is what minimum thickness. This is called as a minimum thickness part. Okay, for different type of building parts, for different types of building parts which are there, which are there, which are there here mentioned in this part. Okay, now what are the different thicknesses are mentioned here? Different thicknesses are mentioned. Load bearing, non-load bearing. What is this? 1, 1.5, 2, 3? These are the fire ratings. Okay, these are the fire ratings. Okay, see here, here only you can see for 1 hour fire rating you require lesser thickness. For 4 hour fire rating you require larger thickness. That's all. Okay, so like that the thickness of the membership will increase as the fire rating requirement is also increasing. Table 2 for masonry wall, table 3 for masonry wall, but it is hollow. Okay, for hollow the thickness is increased. Can you see here? For different type of materials thickness is increased. Okay, so now these are some of the framed construction. For what are the different thicknesses they have mentioned. Okay, so this is for frame construction for non-load bearing. This is for framed with bearing, load bearing. Okay, so similarly framed external walls, for framed external walls. This is for framed external walls with non-load bearing. So for different fire ratings, what are the minimum thickness, like that they are mentioned. Just go through this one. These are not important, but for your understanding it is very good. Okay, so for columns, for different ratings of fire, so 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, what shall be the thickness? What are these? Fully exposed, 50% exposed, one face exposed, like that. Width and cover both have maintained. This is for beams, same data. This is for concrete floor, same data. This is for floors ribbed, open soffit, means what? The bottom is little bit cut down. Okay, we call the type is ribbed or open soffit. Okay, this is for columns. This is not so important. Steel beams. Okay, timber floors. This is also timber floors. Some other data is there. These are typical minimum thickness they have given. Okay, Now we will see, we want to check that one table it is there. Okay, so for that table lot of data has been given, that is called as fire safety things. Okay, so this is one typical section for a staircase. For external staircase, fire lift, so all the clauses have been mentioned: fire tower, fire detection and warning, fire protection systems, so they have mentioned. So here what is this? This is typical arrangement of downcomer for a building above 15-meter. Downcomer means always you think it is a overhead tank is there on the top of that overhead tank. From there the pipeline is coming here. From there the pipeline is coming. Okay, pipeline is there. Can you see this pipeline? Okay, this is the pipeline. Okay, so from that water is taken. Okay, for each floor there are the walls. For each floor there are the walls here, and from that walls they are using that one. This is another diagram, sprinkler system, for the sprinkler system. This is what I was waiting for. Okay, so here in this table minimum requirements have been mentioned here. Minimum requirements they have mentioned. See, all the clauses data they have clubbed in this table. See, can you be able to understand this portion? See this portion, what it is telling here. These are different clauses already explained, but the data is clubbed under this table. See, these are the typical fire safety installation. These are typical fire safety installation. Can you see? Can you see here? This is fire extinguisher, hose reel. Okay, this is a dry riser, wet riser, downcomer, yard hydrant, automatic sprinkler system, manually operated system, automatic detection system. These are the type of installations. See here, R and NR are required. Means what? If it is there, R is written, then this type of installation is required. If NR is there for this type of building category, this installation is not required. It is not required. You try to understand this way. NR means not required. For water supply, we have underground water tank, terrace tank, pump capacity, they have been also mentioned. So try to understand. For residential buildings, for up to this so and so category, all these systems, whether it is required or not required, they have mentioned that way. That is why I told, very important for residential building. So the category has been changed. Okay, so lot of types they are mentioning. Don't get into all those things, just try to understand in major part. For educational buildings, which one is required, which one is not required. For institutional building, what are the things required. So in that buildings also subcategories have been made. What are those subcategories? Lesser than so and so height, above than so and so height, like that, but those are not so important. This was I wanted to explain. So almost all category they have been mentioned. What is this? Okay, this is typical system for pumping. Okay, so typical system for pumping, wherever the pump station is there, no, from there it is pumping the water from the underground tank. Okay, that is why it is written tanks are there, from there pump systems are there, from there it will pump the water. This is for typical system for pumping with the two electric, one diesel pump. Okay, don't go into the deep one. Okay, pumping system is there. This is underground water tank. This one. Okay, so here the pipe size they are mentioned, size of rising mains or risers. So for this type of building, for this type of height, what shall be the dia or risers, like that. So at least go through once this NBC codebook. Lot of things have been written. Okay. So lot of clauses we have taken it from here only. Here we have taken annexure part. Okay, what is this annexure part? They are giving the calorific value and all, not necessary. Okay, this is also not necessary. So here they have mentioned refugee area. So these are all the clauses what we have taken in the PPT presentation. Service shaft. Okay, refugee area, illumination, fire control room. So for compartmentation, we have given compartmentation, helipad. Okay, fire officer for hotels business like that. Okay, so similarly, lot of other things are also explained here. So at least go through once for this code book. So this is the guidelines for fire drill and all. Okay. So all the things have been referred from this book only, this code book only. Okay, it's okay. So those two tables what I have shown, no, those two things are important.